My name is Velmo Cadogan. I retired from the Fire Service in 2002, having joined in 1967. When I took over the Fire Service, my entire effort was to maintain a good working environment to the satisfactory level under my command. And the whole idea was to work as a team with the whole staff. So we had the administrative staff, we had the operational staff, we had the transport officer, which would be the fire service engineer, and we worked so that we could have a satisfactory level of equipment and appliances to respond to. The Fire Service gradually obtained modern equipment from time to time. In those days we had small Land Rovers that could respond to these fires, where officers rode on the outside. But then we had to move on to get bigger appliances, make it safer for officers to travel on the inside of the vehicles, so there were no officers traveling, holding on the outside. There was a visionary effort by all concerned, even the present Fire Chief, I can say that. He really had worked in research and planning. And I was approached by him and other officers to go to the University of the West Indies. And Dr. Barbdos was very helpful, along with Professor Marshall in those days. And about 25 officers were all sent to the University of the West Indies. And they passed their exams and they did very well in the Barbados Fire Service. So that was a very good thing. Some of the present officers in the service thought that they would have been left out. But we had to be going and we had to look ahead. So therefore, I thought within myself that you can't keep these lads down, let them move on with their trainings. I believe that a lot of officers right now there, what is going on in the Fire Service, you can see that a lot of training is being done, and everybody would really like to achieve to get to the top. You can't get anyone, you can't get vexed with anyone for that. If you have that aspiration, let them go. My challenges at the time, as you know, as with any head of department, would be to control government finances and to stick really with the financial and audit rules and do the thing that is transparent and correct. Accountability. So therefore, you had to be in close contact with your financial controller in the Barbados Fire Service, the finance officer in your ministry, finance officer in the Ministry of Finance, and deal with them so that you will have things going the right way. But then, obviously, these vehicles would wear and tear from time to time. And we had to be calling on government and even private people for assistance. And this is where the manager of the transport board, the chief engineer, he was well qualified in those days to help us repair the trucks, pass on knowledge to our officers, and help us to know how to maintain these vehicles, because he see it as part of saving a life. Although he was working in the transport area, he see the Barbados Fire Service as a way of saving life and property.